So it's CJ again. I wouldn't say I'm messing around with my car. I'm preparing it for MOT. For those who's watching me in any other country apart from UK, I'm in London. MOT is basically a technical checkup for a car. We have to do by law once a year. So some European countries have it. In States, I'm not sure if you do have it, but in UK, once a year we do the technical checkup. So I've got yellow pads for the front again. I have a set of red pads actually, front and back. So I might use the reds with the new discs. I started from the back because silly me, I got the rear calipers, I forgot the front calipers in my flat, so I've got them already, so I might as well start from the back and then I'll do the fronts later on today, but starting out with the rears. Right, so I undone the nuts for this adapters, spacer adapter. I can't actually take that thing off, it's so solid, seized up, so sprayed a bit of WD-40 right now and waiting for it to go through the whole thing. Use a bit of a hammer trying to move it around a little bit. Until that goes through, I am taking the caliper off. So that's what I'm doing today. So rear discs, pads, oh, and the calipers, and the front discs, pads, and the calipers. And also I am gonna flash again. It's like every 2 years, every 20,000. I'm flashing it, and at the same time I have the same thing in there already, but I'm gonna replace it again. .4. I actually got 3 liters of it. One was from the previous job in my car. I bought too much, and this time, and I couldn't find it, and I found it after I ordered 2 liters. And this is my brakes, as in discs. That's what I'm doing today. Got the new disc, I got the pad, I got the caliper. The idea I'm gonna go by is, so connected, I loosened it to see if it's, you know, gets undone and all that. Right, so it's all free movement and all that. That's the nipple, that's where I'm keeping it locked right now because I don't want any dust to go in there. So what I'm doing is I build everything up first and then put that on the side and then quickly put the pipe in. Even though I'm gonna run a fresh brake fluid, I don't want to make a mess on the floor. So build everything up and then transfer the hose from one to another. That's, I think, the idea. So I used where is it? So that's the old rings that goes in there. As you can see how dirty that is, oxidization and everything. I cleaned it up obviously before I put it into the new caliper, put the new copper washers, and that's it. It's all nice and free for now, everything is cool. And that's the old thing, which I am actually gonna rebuild later when I've completely bored out of my mind. But yeah, one rear is done, new caliper, and the brakes themselves, pads, discs, sweet. Just finished the last rear, stretching my legs a little bit. Right, let me So I put away the old stuff already. The red pads, new caliper, which I'm gonna paint later, not today. New washers. I took the rubber bit where there it is because it's gonna be hard to get into it. Anyway, new discs, new pads, new calipers, all bits cleaned up. The handbrake cleaned up a bit. I used brake cleaner just to clean it all up. What else? It's 2 18 nuts to hold the bracket. It's a 2 18, was 18? No, 15 bolts here. That's a 15. This one is 18. I think that's what it is. Yeah, 15, 18. So anyway, slightly tired, but I got front to do, and not just the front. I gotta do the front, and I'm gonna do on the front anti-roll bar links as well, and yeah, that was gonna be an extra headache. So both rears are done. Now at the front, I'm gonna take this adapter off, caliper, disc, usual. Plus, I just sprayed some WD-40 degreaser on this stuff on the anti-roll bar link. So I'm taking the anti-roll bar link off as well. Changing that, which is this one here, brand new one. Got the pads ready, yellows are finished. New caliper. Oh, I need to have a look into them sliders. I've got the new rubbers and everything, need to rebuild that. Let's do this. I'm thinking I need to take them anti-roll bar links off, checking it. Let me see the focus. It's really, really tight. So I'm thinking I must be having some sort of other things that's knocking. So this one is okay. There's yeah, I just did that earlier on. It's not moving this bit. Let me see if I can get that better. So that bush is alright. That bush is alright. But this bush, which I just sprayed, there, focus. Surely that's too much movement. Well, the whole thing, when I'm moving that, the whole thing's moving. That's the problem, and I'm sure that's the thing that's knocking. Obviously, I'm gonna have to change the whole arm instead of just taking it off, changing the bush, press, dip, you know, too much. So the new arm is coming up. So, 2 rears are done, the front left is done, just this one left to do. Found out that I gotta do an extra arm on the other side. I'm gonna check this arm as well. And what else? I'm gonna check the anti-roll bar link. Still, if it needs to be replaced, I will replace it. If not, no. What's the point of wasting parts fitting it without needed? So, pads in, new calipers in. The front calipers I actually painted in black before because I had too much time in my hands and it didn't look like I've done a great job, masking tape, so I'm gonna touch it up some other time. So the discs are on, the caliper bracket I rebuilt it with a new slider, new bolt, a new rubbers, like this basically. I bought extra kit just in case. So that's the condition of the old one, and that's the old bolts that was going down here. Anyway, everything brand new. The caliper brand new, even though it's painted up. Put the new washers in, and now my little assistant will be enough cycling. Let's help Papa. Right, let's pump up the brakes, check it out, and put it all back together. I'm gonna flash it with the new stuff. Put in there. Right, so the furthest one away we're gonna start from, which is this one. I've got this little contraption here for many years already, and the brilliant part is because they're 22s and with the big holes in there, I can put the wheels on and do the brake fluid flash without taking the wheels off. Right, so I made so much mess, but finished the car. I started with this one, then I done that one, then I done that one, and what I did today is I've done the discs, the pads, and new calipers, and I used a bit of Castrol React, let me just get that, Castrol Performance Dot4 brake fluid to top it up. The fluid, so it's so good. All I have to do now is the best thing ever: tidy all this sugar up. Yeah, can't swear really, my kids are here. But anyway, that it. Let me just show you. That's the fluid that I took out. It's not really clean, but it's not really that bad. Well, this is after 2 years, and the 2 years I've done 6 months. When I bought the car, I had a brand new everything, discs and pads, but it was standard OEM, and I've done a few fast road, kind of fast, let's say fast driving, but it was on the highways, and I cooked them, so I replaced them. So that's the standard stuff that was on the back, which was the only thing that was left good from the first kit. This is the front that was just changed. See, it's all black. That's because I went for mtec with this extra coating, so you can see the original one getting rusted up, not looking nice. This one, a year and about 7 months, oh hold on, a year and 8 months later, looking good. So I changed it because there's a lip. You can just about see the lip, and you can see how scuffed it is. That scuffing is because one of the caliper pistons not working, is kind of seized up. When I say kind of, it's like moving, but it's not moving as much. This one is moving freely, so that is damaging one side. The other side was damaged by the slider thingy, which is one of them there, that one there. So it wouldn't let one side of the caliper connect properly, so it was seized up, and that was, just about see, it's EBC yellows, really good. Still a tiny bit left, but we'll go for the MOT. I don't think they're going to say is good enough, so I mean, definitely was time to change. You can just about see there's about 1.5 mil left, 1 mil left, something like that, whatever. Anyway, rubbish, done, finished. Now tidy up and go for a test drive.